Hi, welcome back to the course. This is the last piece from our second technical, which is intermediate level in our course at the Escola de Música de Brasília. It's a prelude by Sylvius Leopold Weiss. I'll wait a little. I want to ask you, what's the measure, what's the beat of this piece? Are you looking at the score? Check it out. Well, you must have noticed it on the score that right on the top there is some text telling that is a student material from the Escola de Música de Brasília. Then the piece name, Prelude, Preludio. The composer name, Sylvius Leopold Weiss. The clefs, the sharps on the clef, right after the clef, and then right into notes without the measure written. Yes, on the Baroque, especially on preludes, there were pieces without measure. It means that the tempo is free. This comes from the early forms or the ancestors of the preludes, which were pieces that were to try out the strings, to tune the instrument, to warm up. So the tempo is free, but you need to keep some tempo and you have to be aware of the phrasing. In a piece like that, it's very important to check the harmony, because usually it will be the harmony that will indicate what will be the most interesting phrasing. Check it out that the piece is in D major and it starts with the tonic, an arpeggio of the tonic. Then he adds the minor seventh, making that a dominant chord, dominant of the subdominant, but a tension chord. And see how he adds that minor seventh, because he plays D, A, F sharp, then the C, and then F sharp again. So he hits the triton and reinforces the triton once again. So he really wants that to sound as a tension chord. Because the C is the note that changes the game, that makes this relief chord into a dominant chord, you should, in your phrasing, give extra attention to the C. In a piece which the tempo is free, it means that you should spend more time on the C, but you can also add dynamics and play it a little bit stronger. Choose what you think is better, okay? To allow me more freedom on each phrasing, I decided to use campanella as much as possible, because by allowing notes to keep ringing, it will sound full whichever rhythm I choose. If I don't do so, it will sound too much staccato or weak, and with campanella it will sound very round and big and warm. No matter which phrasing I choose. So I start making those choices right in the beginning. And I follow. Then the next chord, I finger like that. E, G on the second string, E open string, C sharp, and then a barré on the 7th fret. Allow me more notes to sound as much as possible. sharp. See how resonant it sounds? Then D, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, A. The B keeps ringing, and then the dominant of the dominant chord. Right there, we are going to see a succession of the dominant and dominant chords with this B as a pedal note. So dominant of the dominant, dominant, 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 dominant of the dominant, still dominant of the dominant, and dominant, dominant with the seventh, and then tonic. Now you finally have some release. You can arpeggiate those chords very freely. It means not only doing plaqué and arpeggio, plaqué and arpeggio, slow arpeggio, fast arpeggio, but it means also arpeggios going up and down. Up, down, up again. Or up and down, up, down, up. Changing speed as I go. Continuing arpeggios as well. It is free. You can do that. Even continue arpeggio. As you like. Quite interesting. Freedom can be challenging. Okay, so we are back to the tonic chord. I decided to play here with finger 3 because I'm more prepared to play the next chord. Okay, and then one more campanella scale. I must warn you once again that this campanella is my choosing. It's not wrong if you decided to. But keep in mind that you to keep playing legato in a normal fingering way, you should be more careful with the rubato and your tempi, okay? Then, okay, it's quite easy in your finger, and then, and harmonically, it's easy to understand. Dominant of the tonic relative, once again. Tonic of the dominant relative, tonic relative. One of the challenges of playing pieces without measure is how long will the accidents be valid? This is a serious question. I played, considering valid, pretty much only when it's the same chord. So, and here, should it be A or A sharp? I'm in doubt, seriously. But I think that A sharp fits my ear better, but I'm in doubt. So I've recorded with A natural. Okay, I'm in doubt. Here, naturally. it's a A major chord, so A natural, or it's still related to the dominant of the tonic relative. And what about in the next chord? It's not easy. It's not easy. That's why I decided, to follow the edition when previously when I recorded A natural. Although to my ear it's better A sharp. Okay. Then dominant, tonic relative, subdominant relative, and the same harmony. Then we have a section with a pedal tone on the dominant. It's very important that you change the alignment, your right hand alignment, to play both notes with full sound. If you don't change alignment, if you keep your right hand prepared to play on the 50th string and you just stretch your thumb without changing your right hand, the sound's a little bit weaker, or so change alignment. So raise, take, unglue your right hand here and go with the full hand, and then you have the same color, the same speed, the same attack. And so on. Then this section ends with there is a G on the bass, A, and then we have a chord that it is written like that, but I've recorded like that. I raised the bass one octave up. And that leads us to a very interesting discussion. How faithful we have to be. Of course, I've changed the score. It's not how it's written. However, this piece is not original for guitar. What's the original? I confess I didn't have the time to check it up. What would be the best choice? And sometimes the situation will lead the answer. Right now, this change of octave on the bass, and it doesn't change the harmony, nor changes the configuration of the chord. It's the difference for me, for my short hands, between playing the piece confidently or worried or hoping that it won't buzz when I reach there for this time, but other time will buzz. And I just want to record that for you. I won't play that piece in a concert. At least not now. I have other projects on the moment. I also don't want to, or don't intend to play it in a competition or in an exam. So why not? If it allows the music to sound more beautiful and it's not that significant change of an arrangement, even so. But if you are facing a competition and they require that edition or an entrance exam and this is the required edition, then being faithful to what was published is extremely important. Then I would have to choose other piece. That's what I would do if I had to be extremely faithful to the text. But since I'm not, I've just changed the octave so I can play it so much easier. So it's so much more difficult, especially this 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Oh, buddy, I like you. I want to be close with you. So why not? Okay, then in this section on the chords, you are also free to play plaqué or to play an arpeggio in different speeds, going up and down, continuous arpeggios. So, and especially when we go to the next system, we have this G, which we haven't heard the B flat before, so we think it's a G major with fourth. Then we're going to recognize it's a G minor. So, and then repeat the same chord again. Especially on this repetition, it's interesting to make a different arpeggio. So, okay, I was a little bit more bureaucratic on the recording, but you can be more free. Okay. Dominant, tonic. Here I decided a fingering that allows for me to keep the tonic sounding a little bit more with 4, 2, but at the same time prepares my hand to the next chord. 1, 2, and then the 2 is ready to play the next chord. And then I finish with one more campanella scale. E, F, G, F, E, D, C, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, and then just keep the notes ringing as much as possible, and I've added a little more dent in the end, or you can just end the piece. With a free arpeggio, it's also a good way to finish this work. Congratulations for finishing the Technical 2 syllables, the material for our Technical 2 course. I recommend you to take some time after learning this piece to check which pieces you liked to play in this level, choose 2 or 3, and prepare a good recording. You can send me that recording. Making a recording of pieces that you just played for educational purposes is a very elegant way to say farewell to them. Probably in the near future or in the future at all, you won't be able to work that well or that intensively in any of those pieces. And if you've liked to play them, that's the best time for you to register what you have accomplished. So in the future, you will have this video to show your family, show your friends, to see what you have done in the past, even though you are working on different stuff. Have fun, take your time to consolidate your accomplishments, work on 2 or 3 pieces, and then I hope to see you in the next level.